Hey guys, this is Armorgon from Team Chaos Krivo, and we're going to be doing a quick discussion on the ban list, or just going over it really quickly. I know it came out like yesterday, but I just want to do a quick discussion video about it. So yeah, I already looked at it when it came out, and there's a couple of cards that okay, so it didn't change a lot, but a lot of the cards that did come back from the ban list were a bit surprising, at least to me. But yeah, so as you probably already know, no cards were banned, or there's no new cards on the ban list from the ones that were there before. So Goyo Guardian was limited. So I was not playing a lot when Goyo Guardian was legal, but I know that Goyo Guardian was a super good card, and it's actually pretty exciting to be able to use it again. I can't wait to use it. I actually bought mine the moment the ban list came out, and I bought him actually really cheap at $8. And like 5 minutes later, I found out that he had went like 5 times its own price. It was at 50 around the time it went when it first was announced, but right now it's like going down to 30s and stuff. But it's a good boost for decks that can make level 6 synchros. It might not make a big impact on the current meta and how it's played, but it's a generic 6 is really good, and there's not a lot of decks, I guess, that have the versatility to go into a level 6. Off the top of my head, Blackwings can go into 6 rather easily, and Lightsworns actually have a really easy time going into level 6 because all you have to do is Lumina, Pitch, and you special Minerva, and Minerva's a level 3 tuner, allowing you to go for a level 6 synchro, which is an instant Goyo Guardian, which is really good. I'm actually pretty excited to be playing Goyo Guardian. I'm gonna have to readjust my extra deck to be able to play it. But while it is limited, not everybody will be playing it. At least I assume. But I don't know. It's really good. So, Gear was limited. It was unlimited, and now I actually got limited to 1, so that's gonna be a big hit for Geargias. But once the new support from the OCG comes out, I feel like they'll be fine, and people will still play it. It's a hit to it, but it doesn't make the deck unplayable. You can still play out of not having the 3 Gear, although you prefer to have the 3 Gear. But I don't know. I still believe the deck will still see some play a lot, but we'll have to see. And it's actually going to be interesting to see what the Gear players will be playing instead of the other 2 Gears. You know, we're actually going to talk about 2 more cards later that could, potentially take the spot. So Magician of Faith was limited. So Magician of Faith, there was a lot of hype when it came out of the ban list and onto the limited list, but unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of play for Magician of Faith. So, being semi-limited, I still don't see it being played a lot because it's a really slow card in the current way the game's played. Back when it was still really relative, and it was a good card to play because you had like the staple cards that you only had one of, like Monster Reborn and Dark Hole, and those were like perfect to get back with Magician of Faith. Well, I have still yet to see. We'll all see if Magician of Faith gets played a lot more now that it's semi-limited and you can run it at 2. Formula Synchron was also limited, and that's interesting because, as you guys already know, the Legendary Collection 5 is going to bring a reprint of Quasar, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah, Quasar. So that's gonna be interesting. Now there's 2 Formula Synchrons. It's gonna open a lot more options for synchro heavy decks. More Shooting Star Dragons. We'll see more of those. And another one was interesting was Rhoda. Reinforcement Army is now semi-limited. So that's actually a really big boost to decks like Noble Knights and Elemental Heroes and Heroic Champions off the top of my head. Especially now with the Heroic Champion, their new Exceed monster that's still OCG, which is really good. We'll have to get to see how it's going to be used a lot more. It's probably going to be used a lot more. I think it's maybe a prelude to the Hero Strike structure deck. Hopefully we get some more information on when that's going to be released, but we have yet to see. And yeah, and now for the cards that are not on the ban list anymore, we have Dimensional Prison and Mirror Force. So these cards see a lot of play. You see, well, sometimes, depends on the deck you play. It's going to be really interesting to see if people are going to be playing it a lot more, if they're going to be running the 3 Mirror Force or the 3 Deep Prisons, because Deep Prison is a great card. Meanwhile, Mirror Force is a good card. What happens is it destroys the problem and sends it to the graveyard, and there's a possibility that it could be that card could become a threat later on in the game. Meanwhile, Deep Prison gets rid of the card and banishes it unless, you know, your opponent can play out of that, but it usually meant to get the card that's a problem out of the way and banish it and make sure it's not a problem anymore. We'll see how it goes. I see that the Gear players might be playing Deep Prison maybe in the place of the Gear. We have yet to see how that's going to be playing out, but these cards coming off the ban list, it's going to be interesting to see if people are going to be playing the 3 ofs. The way that current decks are lined up, I find it hard to look for space for you know, that third Deep Prison or that 3rd Mirror Force. But we'll have yet to see how it all plans out. But yeah, so guys, I would actually like to hear what you guys thought of this ban list. What are you guys? What cards are you actually glad they came off the ban list, or are now semi-limited? Or what cards did you actually think were gonna become off the ban list or go on the ban list? Because when the OCG ban list came out, we had Moral Talk get hit. So a lot of people were expecting that Moral Talk was gonna get hit to hit the Artifact Traptrix hands deck. The hat, there we go, hat. People were expecting that hat was gonna get hit by limiting Moral Talk or one of the other cards that is a problem in that deck, but it actually didn't get touched at all in this ban list. And this ban list is gonna run up till September, so we're gonna see. During this time wait, we're gonna have a good time looking at how the meta is gonna shape up with this current ban list. Although I don't see it really making a huge impact, besides the coming back of Goyo Guardian and Rhoda at 2. So those decks like that might get a current boost. But the other cards that came off the ban list or on the ban list aren't really hitting or affecting anybody in a large part. So yeah. Let me know, guys, what you guys thought of this ban list. I actually thought it was okay. There wasn't, luckily none of my cards, luckily none. Let me know what you guys thought about this ban list. Luckily for me, none of the cards I played a lot, or the decks that I play, got hit. I only got a boost by not being able to play Goyo Guardian, so I'm pretty excited to play it up and see how that goes. But yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys, and so like I'll repeat it one more time. Tell me what you guys thought about the ban list. What cards you wanted to come off the ban list. What cards you wanted to go on the ban list. And yeah, leave a comment down below and let me know. And I'll catch you guys later. This Team Chaos Creeble signing out.